Our new chapter name is kinematics. Okay, so it is a kinematics. Hello, hello. ମୋ କଥା ଶୁଭୁଛି ମାନସ ଅଭିଜିତ
हाँ सर
ओके ଆମେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବା ନୂଆ ଚାପ୍ଟର ସେଟା ହଉଛି କାଇନେମେଟିକ୍ସ ତ ଆମର ଦିଟା ୱାର୍ଡ ର ଅଛି ଗୋଟେ ହଉଛି କାଇନ୍ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ରିକ୍ସ କାଇନ୍ ଅର୍ଥ ହଉଛି ମୋଶନ ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ରିକ୍ସ ହଉଛି ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକ୍ସ ଓକେ ଏଟା ହଉଛି ମ୍ୟାଥ ମୋଶନ ର ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକାଲ derivation ଆମେ କରିବା okay so we have to derive the mathematical notation of the word of a motion okay so this in this chapter we are go for motion in one dimensional plane motion in one dimensional plane what is that motion in one dimensional plane okay any body is moving we have three axes ଆମ ପାଖରେ ତିନିଟା axis ଅଛି okay so if your body is moving in one axis ତୁମର ବଡିଟା ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ axis ରେ ଯାଉଛି if it is moving in x axis if your body is only moving in a y axis if your body is moving only in the z axis okay then it is called as what then it is called as the motion in one dimension okay so one is we cover motion in one dimensional plane motion in two-dimensional plane motion in two-dimensional plane so how it is possible motion in two-dimensional plane so if it is a x-axis if it is a x-axis then it is a y-axis in between x-axis and y-axis your body is moving then it is called as a two-dimensional plane okay it is called as the two-dimensional plane or another that we cover next part is motion in three-dimensional plane how the motion is three-dimensional plane a bird is moving in a sky bird is flying in a sky okay we are riding the bike okay so we are in the 3D part okay so that is a motion in three-dimensional plane so actually motion in three-dimensional plane You will learn this part in chemistry. Okay, that is a part is a chemistry, like your what atoms. It is having a three-dimensional plane. Okay, so you learn this part in the chemistry actually. The motion in three-dimensional three-dimensional plane. Motion in three-dimensional plane. Okay, so note it down. Then in this kinematics, what are the derivatives? Abhijit, Manas, okay, Loka ki? Abhijit, let's have the variables of the kinematics. So next we have to go for the variables that is present in kinematics. Variables of kinematics. Variables of kinematics. So what are the variables are there? Okay, one is your distance, means variable or factor. Distance. Next we go for displacement. Distance, then displacement. Then we go for speed. Speed. Next is your velocity. Okay, speed, then velocity. Acceleration. Acceleration. Next, we cover about last part, that is a torque. Okay, so last is your torque. Actually, friends टा में देखिए, okay? Suppose it is my home, and now I am moving to my office, learning tree. Okay, learning tree, and it is my home. Okay, so when I move to this place, so I move in this way. Okay, move in this way. So road is not straight. So I just moving through the road. Okay, when I out my home, then there is a road is going on. So road is not having any straight route. So it is having a like rounding, somewhere you having a square. Okay, and if this road is not there and I have a shortest distance here. Okay, तो ये हेटा को अंका अंका रास्ता गोटे रहिला आ गोटे अंका अंका रास्ता रे जदी न जीवी हमें बेले बेले देखू two villages are separated by a river. Okay, if there is a bridge, then it is easy to move one village to the another. Yes or no? But if the bridge is not there, then what happens? अगर online है. Okay, if the bridge is not there, then in that cases what happened? You have to move in this way. Okay, जदि ब्रिज रहिला मु स्ट्रेट लाइन ने पळेली जदि मोर ब्रिज न रहिबो ताले मु कोन करिवि बुली 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 जगह बुझिला त सेति पे मु कोन करिवि ना मते शॉर्टेज डिस्टेंस गुळे मैं चूज करिवि जो डिस्टेंस हमर रहिछि कोन ना पाखा पाखी रहिछि एटा कुहा जीव कोन ना द शॉर्टेज डिस्टेंस इज कॉल्ड एज द displacement, and this is called my what? This is called as the distance. This is called as the distance. Okay, so displacement is what? It is a vector quantity. It is a vector. Okay, so distance is what? Distance is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity. Okay, why it is a scalar quantity? Why distance is a scalar quantity? Magnitude means distance is only showing you magnitude. Distance is not having any kind of direction. Okay, it is not having any direction. So this is a 3 kilometer distance. You can follow any path. Okay, so ଘରଠୁ ଏ ଜାଗାକୁ ପହଞ୍ଚିବାକୁ ହେଲେ ମୁଁ any path I will choose. Okay, but if I go for the displacement, that means what? They showing you go straight, jogging, when the person is jogging in a straight line. Okay, so that you can say it is at what? This displaced in a straight line. Okay, but when you are moving in a, or when you are running in a what, a playground, and it is a rounding structure, then your displacement is 0, but your distance it will be calculated. Suppose you are running in a round circle. Okay, so you are starting from this position. आप यहाँ से रनिंग शुरू किए. Okay, कवर किए 400 मीटर आप डिस्टेंस कवर किए, लेकिन आपका डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या हुआ? आप जिस जगह पर, so that is called as what? Displacement. And the shortest distance is called as the displacement. You write the definition of distance. Distance is the movement of an object. Distance is the total movement of an object. Distance is the total movement of an object. Distance is the total movement of an object without any regard to direction. Without any regard to direction. We can define. क्या क्वेश्चन? कौन भाई?
फोन लड़के एमपी बोर्ड का एडमिशन करेंगे.
+2 आर्ट्स,
+2 साइंस.
साइंस में. अच्छा, सीधा जाओ. साइंस में. Okay, we can define the distance as to how much ground an object has. How much ground? अच्छा. कौन बुझी? लोपा तो ऑडियो जॉइन कर चो तो नॉइनी किछ आसे आउ थे जॉइन करो. सेठी देखाई थो जॉइन विथ ऑडियो गोटे लिखाई थो. जॉइन कॉल ओवर गोटे जो माइक टा नथिबो, से माइक रे तमे क्लिक कले देखिबो कॉल ओवर डाटा, सेलुलर डाटा. सेटा चूज कले तमे ऑडियो से कनेक्टेड हेबो.
हेलो सर.
हाँ को
सर ये क्लियर सुबुनी.
हाँ
सर क्लियर सुबुनी ऑडियो टा.
क्लियर सुबुनी.
आज्ञा.
अच्छा, जो डिस्टर्ब कहबो नेट एटे रहउची ना तुम एरिया की कोन थिबो बुझी होची. मु तो एटे
हमर एडा अछि. आज्ञा.
हां मु एटी चेक करि के रखी जे. हां
आज्ञा.
जोटी कहबो मते रिपीट कर देबे हला.
आज्ञा.
अच्छा लिखो डिस्टेंस मु डाकिले कोन ना डिस्टेंस इज द टोटल मूवमेंट ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट without any regard to the direction. Okay, कौन सी direction रहिबन without any regard to direction. We can define the distance as we can define the distance as to how much ground an object has, how much ground an object has, how much ground an object has covered
Hey, hey, Dag. କେତେବେଳେ କ୍ଲାସ ସରିବ?
5ଟା ରେ
ଝାଡା ଆସ ବେଳକୁ।
ଯେ
object has covered despite its starting and ending point, despite its starting and ending point. Despite its starting and ending point. Okay, so distance is represented as all change. LD is equals to D1 plus D2. Okay, so that is called as the what? That is called as the change in or distance. Okay, so next you write that is displacement. Next you write displacement. Next you write displacement. Direction and magnitude.
ଶୁଭୁନି କଣ ଦେଖିକି କରିବ
Displacement is 0. Okay. 7 मीटर देन ए लोकटा एठिकी बैक करी आसिला 3 मीटर एठी बैक कला ओके सो व्हाट इज द केते डिस्टेंस हबो केते कुह एठी
এটা তো শুভুনি কিছু
तो मोशन हमें is said to be in motion a body is said to be in motion a body is said to be in motion if it changes its position if it changes its position with change in time with change in time with change in time समय अनुसार जदि गोटे बॉडी तार पोजीशन चेंज कर दबो तारे ताको कुहा जीवो कोन मोशन कुहा जीवो ओके सपोज your class is over you are moving to your home so with the definition
Not at
So that is called as the what? That is called as the your rest. Okay. Next part is in the that is called as the frame of reference. Frame of frame of reference. Frame of reference. So what is that frame of reference? Frame of pair in cricket match. Okay, referee in tennis match. Okay, देखिए okay. So it is okay. So frame of reference is called as the word, the jaws. So jaws is saying that the body is moving or not. Okay. Suppose I just stand at a station. A station at here and just watching the train is moving. Okay. So here the frame of reference is what? It is frame of reference कैसी हो? I am the frame of reference, but where I am standing? I am standing in station. Station is the frame of reference. And where I am standing? In ground. So ground is called as the frame of reference. Now what happens? See. Now I am inside the train. Okay, now I am inside the train and train is moving. And I am just watching that. हाँ, तो बिल्डिंग भी भाग रहा है. हाँ, ट्रेन भी जा रहा है, बिल्डिंग भी भाग रहा है. हाँ, ये बिल्डिंग भाग रहा है, मैं तो यहाँ पर खड़ा हूँ. Now tell me, in that position, which one is the frame of reference? You are the frame of reference, but where you present? You are present inside the train. बसु नहीं ट्रेन में बजुटी देखी ना गछ गछ चलला भैया हाँ
Yes, sir.
छोटे बेला लगे ना गछ गछ चलले माने जेतले नुआ नुआ बस गछ दौड़ुची मतलब छोटे हेतला गछ गुड़ा दौड़ुची ओके आ हम्स जेतेबेले गाड़ी चढ़े मते लागे कोन बस टा उल्टी जियो कि हम चलाली से पूरा एमती फुल पानी तले जाइतिले हम चढ़ुला हमको गाड़ी मते दीटा चक्कर अछि आ दीटा चक्कर स्वर्ग ऊपर अछि मो तापर कहले मु आउ जिबि रे बस रे okay so that means what I am the frame of reference I am watching what is happening over there but actually ground re kon hoche mate dekha okay so frame of reference the frame of reference is defined as dekho
काटी दो ना जरा
ना भी क्लास टा कर दी
inertial frame of reference. Inertial frame of reference. So what is that inertial frame of reference? A frame of reference which is at rest or moving with a constant velocity. It means what? Mo garita, mo bike ta ebe kon achi? Tume ebe center ko asilo. Now you are coming to the center. Okay. Now your bike is what? In off. Bike band hai abhi. Okay. So my class is over. Now what happened? I start my bike, and when I start my bike, when I ride my bicycle, I move with a constant velocity. I just gossiping with my friends, and with the gossiping, I just move to my home. I gopi sang hoiki ame घर को जाऊ. Okay, but ame जो moving करूचे same समय रे ame कथा है कि same speed within the same speed you are moving. Okay, so that is called as the inertial frame of reference. That means the body is rest at the timing they are moving in a constant velocity. Okay, body dita ko constant velocity रे सिजियो बुझियला that like and see that inertial frame of reference, it obey the Newton first law. It obey the Newton first law. तो Newton first law कौन कहूची कुह
शायद
Newton
न्यूटन फास्ट हेलो
हाँ कुह
शायद न्यूटन फास्ट लॉ से refers to that if a object at certain rest or at moving and moving it should require some force it should require some force to for the moving forward, that is known as the laws of inertia or the laws of Galileo
okay good.
Newton.
Okay, so ये कहूची जे an object will accelerate further. गोटे object टा नहीं से सबुले मूविंग करथियो से जाउथियो तारा जाउथियो हां जे पर्यंत ताको कोनोसी if you are not applying any external force ता ऊपर
Yes,
जदि
sir.
मु external force किसी बा unbalanced force जदि तादे मु apply न करची, if you are not applying any unbalanced force, then it is moving constant. Football is rolling or it is in the rest till you are not kick the ball. मुझे पर्यंत बॉल टाको किक न मारीची बॉल ऐसा पड़ा होगा, जब मैं किक मारूंगा तभी जाकर बॉल जाएगा, गोल पोस्ट तक जाए. और ऐसा अगर मैं एक बार किक समझ में आया संजीव? सो न्यूटन फास्ट लॉ reference which a frame of reference which is at rest, a frame of reference which is at rest or moving with constant velocity is known as inertial frame of reference. Inertial frame of reference. अभी से बुझबर inertial frame of reference. Definition clear है बुझे ले जोरा definition clear. एबे next आसीबा non inertial frame of reference. Non inertial reference. Non inertial frame of reference. Non inertial At that timing, what happened? You found the traffic because it is evening timing. So a lot of people are coming out of the cycle chale chale Jobra Barrage Road padega. So there is a what? Wide road is present. Okay, and then the traffic is not there. Then you move fast over there. Okay, in Sunday, suppose tomorrow, if I put your classes on the evening, okay, and class is just over before the cricket match, okay, then your acceleration is very fast. Okay, but in other day, accelerated, when a frame of reference is accelerated, it is known as inertial, this is a non-inertial frame of reference. Okay, in inertial frame of reference, it is also called as stationary reference point. Stationary reference point means it is fixed. This is fixed thibo. बुझी होची तेन ताको कहै जिवो स्टेशनरी तो आ गोटे पॉइंट ऐड करि परिवो inertial frame of reference रे it is known as stationary frame of reference. It is known as stationary frame of reference. Okay, next we move to next part, that is for the classification of motion. That is classification of motion. This is your classification of motion. First is one dimensional motion. One dimensional motion. This is called the one dimensional motion. Classification motion is called as the one dimensional motion. Okay, so right, it implies that the motion along a straight line, the motion along a straight line or along a straight line or single direction is called one-dimensional motion. Is called one-dimensional motion. Is called one-dimensional motion. Example is jogging in a straight road. Jogging in a straight road. Example, jogging in a straight road. Okay. Then comes to the two-dimensional motion. Two-dimensional two-dimensional motion. It implies that motion along a two axis. Motion along a two axis. Motion along a give an example. If it is x-axis and y-axis, so your body is moving in this plane. Your body is moving in this plane, so that is called as the two-dimensional motion. Next comes to three-dimensional motion. Three-dimensional motion. It implies that it implies that motion along a three axis. Motion along a three axis. That means it comes to x, y, and your z axis. X axis, y axis, and z axis. Okay, that means you can give an example. Okay, so that is also a three-dimensional plane. Next, another that is called as a point object. Point object. Okay, point object is a small thing, or you can say it is a dot. Okay, computation easier, to make computation easier. When the size of the item, when the size of the item is very small, when the size of the item is very small, in comparison to the distance, in comparison to the distance it covers, in comparison to the distance it covers. It might be considered as, it might be considered as considered as point of object. Okay, so in next class I will give you some kind of problems. Okay, okay, कुछ जो problems है उसके बारे में हम डिस्कशन करेंगे, और कुछ फॉर्मूला आपको डेरिवेटिव में दिया था. ओके, तो नेक्स्ट क्लास में आपको प्रॉब्लमेटिक में मैं पढ़ाऊंगा मोशन इन ए स्ट्रेट लाइन. उसके बाद आपका क्या है ना, डेरिवेटिव और कैलकुलस, जो जो चीज आपको चाहिए. ओके, द थिंग्स दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर सॉल्विंग द physical problems. Okay, the derivative and calculus part is very important, that will I will discuss. Okay, जदि तुम से डेरिवेटिव कैलकुलस टा कवर न करिवो तुमको प्रॉब्लम करबा को बहुत असुविधा हबो, आ तुमे घोषिला भलिया ताको मन रखियो. सो इट इज वेरी इंपोर्टेंट. ओके, ताको मिस करिवोनी से क्लासेस सब. ओके, एंड एटा ताको किछि किछि जिंस तुमको गोटे गोटे डेफिनेशन, गोटे गोटे फार्मूला तुमको घोषिला भलिया लागिवो, आ गोटे गोटे तुमको बुझी पाला भलिया लागिवो. किंतु जेते कि तुमर दरकार अछि तुमर फर्स्ट ईयर पई, तार डेरिवेटिव और कैलकुलस तुमको बते देबी, जोटा कि तुमको प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग करी. ओके, तो नेक्स्ट क्लास जोटा हबो, नेक्स्ट क्लास से आ किछि पढ़े कि तुमको डिस्टेंस और डिस्प्लेसमेंट रो हमें 10-12 खंडे प्रॉब्लम करिवा, जोटा कि तुमरा हेल्पफुल हबो. तो एई चैप्टर टा होची सबटारो बेसिक, बहुत प्रॉब्लम तमे पाइबो. बुझी होची ए प्रॉब्लम्स गुडा का तमे जदी इजियर और इजीली तमे हैंडल कर देला तो फिजिक्स है. तो एक्चुअल फिजिक्स जोटा कोहा जाए एटा एक काइनेमेटिक्स. सो हमर जो क्लासेस होची एटा बोथ ऑफलाइन और ऑनलाइन रे मोटे चलियो. ओके, सो एटा ऑनलाइन कर देबी. सो यदि जे नुआ आसीबा कुछ प्रॉब्लम हबन, दे कैन गेट द वीडियोस फ्रॉम अस. ओके, एंड as per as the schedule,